Good morning, guys. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to the channel. Another ripple effect. Thank you guys all for joining in. It's 6:13 on a beautiful California morning here. And as you could see, based on the screen in front of us, we're having a slight green day, which is always fun. It's nice to wake up. And as you could see, EOS yesterday, which was getting hit pretty hard. Good morning, Gail. How you doing? Let me know if everything's coming in clear, the stream, the sound, the color, the content. Anyway, thank you for joining in. Good morning, everyone. If you're replaying this video, I really do appreciate it. If you're going to be streaming in later, please do take a look. We're going to have a lot of content in today's video. But I do have live Coin Watch pulled up here, which I wanted to try and... Good morning, Jurgen. How are you? I wanted to try and get into a little bit of the numbers here because this is one of the pages that a lot of YouTubers use in regards to sourcing their prices and their activity for the day. Good morning, Mr. JTX. How are you, buddy? Anyway, get those messages flying in, guys. As you guys can see down here, we've got the lagging in the stream, but this message count down here is the 0.5, and that's the number of people joining into the stream. So I really do appreciate it. Let's see what we could do here in regards to... okay. So let's see what's... Whoa. So you've got some big losses here for some of the cheese coin. This will be interesting to go through some of the largest losses in the market this morning right now. Just so you guys know, we got a lot of information to cover. It seems as though everybody, even through yesterday and through today, is going to be going in a lot about the JP Morgan coin, and it seems that most of the articles that have been posted today are talking about how JP Morgan coin is going to be a direct competitor to XRP itself and to the entire market. I don't necessarily make that same correlation. I'm not gonna jump on that ledge and say that JP Morgan's coin, which is going to be an internally used coin. Wow, look at this. It's crazy. I've never heard of any of these coins here. Ducat coin, my token, Pandemia. I don't know about this. Let's get back. How do we get back to number one? Pack coin. I don't know. Volume. That'll probably take us back there. Low volume. No volume. There we go. Okay. All right, guys. Like I said, we got a lot of information to cover this morning. It's going to be a little bit about JP Morgan, and we're going to get into the banking fines. Dan, good morning. Everything is good. You guys definitely share this video out. Let everybody know we're live on Twitter. If you guys have a Facebook, definitely share it. WhatsApp groups, all your family and friends. I really do appreciate it, guys. Start the conversation down below. I really, really do appreciate it. A lot of good news this morning. Let's get back to the heat map, guys. This is always fun. It's always good to start the day off with a little bit of green, at least here in California. So let's take a look. And as we see, we got Litecoin, which seems to be leading the way this morning, up 3.7%. And it's good. It's nice to see. It's nice to see everything. And let's see. Oh, we got XEM over here, which is setting in. LRC, Loop Ring. I've never heard of Loop Ring. But it's good. Like I said, oh, what? XLM definitely making some moves today. 4.65% up. What are the coins you guys invest in? First of all, down below. I want to start this video off with this article here, guys. I'm going to try and go over really quick. Like I said, we're going to be getting into some articles about CoinDesk, Wyoming in regards to them becoming the first state to authorize Bitcoin ownership, making Bitcoin fun again. Good morning, Marvin. We're gonna be. Would you mind being the pizza guy? You guys mind being the person who buys all that pizza with your XRP or your Bitcoin, and then you look back at some point in the future and you say, "Why did I spend 10,000 XRP on pizza and XRP is worth $500 a piece now?" That's going to be something that you're going to have to answer for yourself. We'll go through the list of the largest banks, and like I said, we're going to be going through some of the fines that the largest banks, I mean, as we're getting into the point of, let's see if we got stream health, bad video output. YouTube is not receiving enough to maintain smooth streaming. Definitely let me know, guys, if we're coming in clear. I don't want it to be laggy or jumpy, so we got to get this thing figured out early. All right, let's jump into it, guys. Like I said, we've got the news as far as the green market today, which is always fun. Like I said, guys, when you get in here onto Yahoo Finance, and it is kind of, we had this conversation the other day that Yahoo Finance, in regards to, let's even use Live Coin Watch for that matter, the people that are going to be checking Yahoo Finance to get their prices, these are the people that are going to be big time, larger scale investors. These are the type of people that invest in JP Morgans and invest into the Bank of Americas, into the traditional stock market companies. So 15 people, thank you guys all for joining this morning. I really do appreciate it. Start the conversation down below. Definitely share, like, subscribe. Here's the staggering amount banks have been fined since the financial crisis. Good morning, XRP Ninja Warrior. Bank of America, JP Morgan Chase have paid the largest fine. So as we're getting into everybody being really excited about this JP Morgan Chase thing, JP Morgan is one of the biggest fraudsters as far as banking is concerned. Banks have been fined a staggering $243 billion since the financial market, according to a tally released Tuesday. Now, I think this article is published February 24th, 2018. So you got to understand this is older information, but the fines, if anything, have just gone up. $243 billion since the financial crisis, according to a tally released Tuesday. Most of these fines have been assessed for misleading investors about the underlying quality of the mortgages they packed into bonds during the housing bubble. There is an ultimate amount of illusion in the financial markets. They want you to see exactly what it is that they're putting out there. So if all of the banks are coordinating to take down the housing market or to take down the investors, the new investors that are buying houses, that you could look at. You could look at the internet bubble from the 90s, from the early 90s to 1999, 2000, 2001, and then the next 8 years. We're going into the next sector of what this is going to be. You've got to be cautious. According to Keefe and Woods, which compiled the list, Bank of America leads the tally with $76 billion in fines. JP Morgan has been fined more than $44 billion and has a number of other big money center banks have been fined over $10 billion. This is the important, it is like they're even saying it here. It's important to note that banks don't just send a check for their fines to the federal and state governments. Many times they get credit by making loans and supporting debt restructuring. For example, Goldman Sachs committed for a $1.8 billion loan forgiveness and financing for affordable housing was considered as a part of the $5.1 billion fine the bank had to pay. So as everybody's trying to get into the position of, and we'll get into a couple of articles like this article here that we're going to jump into now, is that bank coins still aren't the answer. Ripple's CEO on JP Morgan's cryptocurrency. Obviously, a lot of us saw what Brad Garlinghouse put out yesterday in regards to talking about the JP Morgan coin. Now, I don't want to drive too deep into the JP Morgan coin or this article for the most part, because I think everybody's going to continue to cover this subject today. But 8 minutes and 45 seconds in, I do really appreciate it. Thank you guys. Oh, did we bog out? The stream completed. Are we back on? Stream resumed. I don't know. I feel like there's got to be some web page open that's bogging us down. But let me know if you guys can see me, if we're coming in clear. 9 minutes in. Like I said, I don't want this to be... I wonder why that the live stream health is so bad. Potentially serious viewing issues. That's where we're at now. We're at potentially serious viewing issues. Something is slowing us down, guys. Maybe it's this. Doubt it. All right. Okay. Okay, so what I want to tell you guys is, first of all, if you're replaying this video, thank you guys very much. Please do like, share, subscribe, and comment down below. It seems as though the comments from the live stream are having a a slower rate of talking after the live stream's over. So definitely come back after the live stream and start the conversation once we get the stream done. This is going to be very exciting, guys, as we get into the position of XRP versus JP Morgan, because it seems like that's the direction that we're going. Every article that you're going to see is talking about how JP Morgan is a competitor of XRP and of Ripple now at this point. I don't necessarily believe that to be the case. If you could think about JP Morgan's coin being used internally, and then think about the biggest banks in the world. And this is the list of the biggest banks in the world. If you would imagine that all of these banks that's a lot of money. Okay, so all of these banks with all of this money in play, do you think all of them are going to be sending their money through JP Morgan's coin? No. Inevitably what will happen, and we've discussed this before, is that all of these banks, JP Morgan, Bank of America, Citigroup, Wells Fargo, they all do the same thing that JP Morgan does. Obviously, you could see by the amount of money that they hold that they're all going to be participating on different levels. But that's okay. As long as they're all participating, what we need to do is we need to get them all digitized and then get them connected again, because currently they're all connected through the old system. The old system will be changing. So we have to get them all digitized. We have to get them all with their own JP Morgan type of coin or cryptocurrency so that they can all now join on. Good morning, Crypto Time. So they can all now join on to the blockchain and start communicating through a decentralized entity like XRP or through the Ripple platform. So Ripple's platform, the XRP ledger and distributed ledger technology, could possibly be the thing that connects. JP Morgan's not going to want to hold Bank of America's coin. Bank of America's coin is not going to want to hold Citigroup's coin. All of them are going to need an atomic swap type of ability through each other's coins. So there has to be an intermediary settling these coins across the platforms. So that is what I project coming forward. Now I want to jump into this a little bit early. It was a random search. Now that we got 23 people, definitely share the video. I really do appreciate it, guys. Investing is the biggest financial mistake women make. Did I get the tweet of JP Morgan's coin? I don't know. Walmart does not accept Target's credit card. Same thing. Exactly. That's a great point. Digital Nomad Investor, that's honestly a great point. But they accept each other's coupons for the most part. So you can't use the credit card. You can't use the currency. The systems are singularly directed. But if the competitors are offering a service or a discount or price matching, they'll most likely accept the price match. They'll most likely allow you to do business with them and through them. I of course, would want all business to come through me. So if you have a competitor's credit card, I obviously can't accept the competitor's credit card unless you have full purchasing rights with that credit card, meaning that it is an actual credit card. Okay? If it is an actual credit card that just gives you, hey, the green stream is back. Awesome. That just gives you access to money, then you could use that money anywhere. Like if you were actually getting your credit card through a Target banking system. So if Target was to become a lender, then Target would give you access to making purchases across the world. So that is very interesting. Anyway, the article that I want to cover now is this one. Now, I haven't read the article, so we're going to have to take this with a little bit of a grain of salt. Let's check this and make sure everything is still good here. Okay. The biggest financial mistake women make, question mark, not investing enough. I couldn't agree more, to be honest with you. I think that, oh yeah, we got to go back to here. Okay, good. 22 people. Thank you guys very much. So, like I said, the question's got to be here is, do women do enough as far as investing goes? And instead of the investors being only supported by the women. The question is what do we need to do to get the women to be more confident and comfortable in regards to making strong and sometimes sketchy or speculative investments? Financially and otherwise, the deck tends to be stacked against women. I did not write this, okay? The wage gap, which stood at 20% in 2017, I guess it's going to get a little political because the wage gap is not necessarily 100% true. It's more a numbers game of how they play on the numbers. Hours, type of job, type of education, all that kind of stuff, which stood at 20% in 2017, is the most blatant example of that. If current trends continue, the gap is unlikely to close in the U.S. for another 40 years, according to an analysis by the Institute for Women's Policy Research. When compared with men, women are much less likely to invest their savings and miss out on a significant wealth as a result. In a recent survey from Fidelity Investments, only 25% of women said they see themselves as investors. That does need to change. Due to the wage gap, they're just going to keep going to it. Due to the wage gap, even if women save a greater percentage of our income, so this is written by a woman, if women save a greater percentage of our income than men, and research repeatedly shows we do, they accumulate less money. They're also more likely to spend time out of work caring for children and other family members. So this is weird. I'm definitely going to get political on this one. So they're discussing the wage gap, and they're also discussing that they're accusing women of taking more time off of work to spend time caring for children and other family members. So it's like, which one is it? Is it a wage gap, or is it the women taking time off of work to spend time with their family and take care of their kids? So that doesn't make sense. Who wrote this? Ariel O'Shea from NerdWallet. I don't know. Women are natural investors. Many just don't realize it. Women tend to lack confidence when it comes to investing. A financial literacy expert and economist at the George Washington School of Business says this frequently shows up in her research. Quote, when I ask people to self-assess their economic knowledge on a scale of 1 to 7, who does a scale of 1 to 7? Women are less likely than men to pick high numbers, in particular the highest, SHADY says. I like how nobody's starting that conversation down below. This is a tough one. We're going to move off of this, but I think that the one thing to take off of this article here is that it's important for us guys to support the women in crypto and support women in investing and to do everything that we can to get the message out there. Okay, let's jump into the articles for today, guys. Oh, yeah, you see, obviously. Bloomberg editor says JP Morgan's cryptocurrency will obliterate Ripple. Is XRP in trouble? Joseph Wiesenthal, co-host of Bloomberg's What'd You Miss, said, if it turns out that blockchain coin framework turns out to be a good one for banks transferring money around, then the JPM coin should absolutely obliterate Ripple. This is probably written by somebody who doesn't know anything about cryptocurrency, who literally is a traditional investor who's trying to assume the fact that JP Morgan is going to be able to get their product out, get it rolling, have all the fail-safes set in place, and get this whole system set right on their backs when we've really been building the system for the last 5 or 6 or 7 years. Think about it. Let's say you were in the business of transferring money. Why would you take on the exchange rate volatility risk associated with having Ripple as a bridge currency when you could have a fiat coin backed by JP Morgan? No brainer. You better hope that you're not. You better hope that you're not holding JP Morgan's coin when they get fined another, let's see, when they get fined another 44 billion. You better hope that you don't hold JPM coin when 44 billion comes across and just smashes you down. Okay, so yeah, they're trying to call it a no-brainer, really, and I'd be curious to know if JP Morgan's stock price went up from all of this information from yesterday. Is there a chart? Where's the charts at? 1 day, 5 days, no chart available. Yeah, so it did get a little bit of a spike. I guess that's a good thing. Bloomberg Crypto, JPM coin, a so-called stable coin. So it's a JP Morgan stable coin backed by the US dollar or backed by the JP Morgan dollar. So JP Morgan is creating their own currency now. Interesting. JP Morgan plans for its clients to use in cross-border payments may be a direct threat to one of the most visible blockchain companies, Ripple. LOL. Can't wait to see XRP crash. Good. I think it already has, so you sound kind of stupid right now, but that's okay. I'm not calling you stupid. I'm just saying you sound stupid. Yeah, I mean, if you could think about, the amount of idiocy in your comment just now, Mr. Lewis or Mrs. Lewis, XRP was trading at $3.70 plus cents. Currently, it's trading at 30 cents. So, oh yeah, so it just seems like you're surrounded by idiotic statements, but that's okay. We support the idiots here too. You're more than welcome to join into this channel whenever you feel comfortable to make a stupid comment. I think that's why you don't have a little thumbnail on your picture, because you don't want people to like know who you are or whatever, and that's okay. And it's okay. We support you here on this channel. You're more than welcome. You could come in. Obviously, you could see that we don't play kindly to stupidity, but we appreciate your interaction on the channel. Definitely. So keep coming back. It's just like AA. It only works if you work it. So you can keep your opinions, but if you keep them close and if you keep them on the inside, that just makes you internally stupid. Makes you the only person that knows you're dumb. Really, honestly, at least all of us now know it too, so somebody can reach out to you and try to help. So congratulations for taking the first step out of stupidity. I digress. You see, we could definitely go off in that direction because we could talk a long time when somebody like Mr. or Mrs. Lewis here says that they mean that it's going to crash to zero. That would obviously mean somebody doesn't understand the inherent... It doesn't mean that they don't understand the inherent risks and benefits behind investing in cryptocurrency. JP Morgan Group. Let's see. Let's go back here. JP Morgan Group. What's the difference? I just put JP Morgan stock, and that's what pops up. JP Morgan stock. Let's see if that changes it. JP Morgan and Chase. Okay, so here we go. All right, good. Thank you for that. Oh yeah. Okay. Well, you can say the same thing, but it looks like it took on the same little bit of a rush here. You see, I guess some people can't be helped, guys. You know, some people just can't be helped. But I don't know. I guess we'll have to put the user in a timeout. That's awesome. You just got timed. Oh, I timed out the wrong person. Sorry. It jumped. No, sorry. Man, you see that? Keys Wheeze. I tried to put you in a timeout. Ah, good. Okay, boom. Now you're in a timeout. Sorry, XRP 2023. My bad, dude. We gotta put people on timeout sometimes so that they can just read and stop thinking, you know, because it seems like this person has trouble thinking. So we'll help them do a little bit of relaxation this morning. So, woosah. Take a breath. Just sit back and listen, because right now you ain't talking no more. So that's got to be some sort of peace for you, right? Let's see, what's this one? CoinSquare acquires decentralized cryptocurrency exchange StellarX. First of all, welcome to the channel, guys. We've had to put a couple people in timeout. Definitely, I appreciate you guys all coming by. 29 people, 5 minutes a message. Definitely, let's see what we got here. Have I discussed what happened to the Token Taxonomy Act, or did that need to be fact-checked? No, I didn't check what happened in regards to the Token Taxonomy Act. Like I said yesterday, I don't even really need to check into that because I pretty much understand that Token Taxonomy is not going to be... The Token Taxonomy Act is not going to be blanket passed through the country like that. It's not going to just be some blanket thing. It will end up being something that goes through the individual states. Stellar Lumens is the regular people. Stellar Lumens is for the regular people. XRP is for the banksters and the tycoons. Not every coin has its own use case. It's very true. Canadian-based cryptocurrency exchange CoinSquare has acquired decentralized exchange DEX Stellar X. Announcing the news on Thursday, the firm said the purchase comes it acquired Stellar Wallet Block EQ last December. The product will be rebranded to become the anchor wallet for the Stellar X platform going forward. CoinSquare did not disclose the cost of the acquisition. So as everybody here, guys, good morning, JK exclusive, Ninjas I-21, I really do appreciate it. Josh, welcome to the channel. Guys, definitely start that conversation. What time is it where you're at? What's the weather like? Is it raining? Is it snowing? What are you doing? Are you on your way to work? Are you laying in bed? Are you still snuggling with your loved one from Valentine's Day? First of all, I hope you guys all had a great Valentine's Day. But yeah, tell me what's going on where you're at. Let's get this fun conversation started. So, like, this is a big thing, guys. Whoa, what just happened? This is a big thing for us to realize, guys, is that there are massive things happening in this space, guys. Obviously, lots of snow in Minnesota. Obviously, there are lots of things going on here, guys, for real. If you're going to be, and the JP Morgan situation is just really solidification of the fact that the banksters have been lying to us in trying to push everyone in opposite directions, trying to push us in Emeryville, nice. Trying to push us in opposite directions in regards to believing in the technology or the use case of blockchain or cryptocurrency itself. But we already knew why that was. We know why they're pushing us in opposite directions. They're doing that to allow themselves more time. JP Morgan obviously needs more time. Do this, okay? Imagine JP Morgan releases their coin, and then within the first week of their coin being released, their system is being bogged down. Too much money is trying to be transferred. Now, imagine that they were to build their coin on top of the XRP ledger, and they were to utilize XRP, or they were to build it on top of Ethereum's platform and use ERC20. I mean, there's so many options here for the way that this is going to go, but you can't just assume that they're going to create their own entirely working and functioning blockchain that's going to be a fully working product by the time they're ready to release it. You would have to assume that at some point they're going to need to and or want to partner with a company like a cryptocurrency company, good morning Borislav, that is going to provide clarity for them, that is going to provide transactability and stability. And so a lot of people are saying that the instability within the price of XRP is going to prevent big banks from wanting to transfer with it. When really what ends up happening is that the amount of time, I mean, if we were to pull up, okay, let's get to live coin watch here. If we were to pull up live coin watch, guys, and show you that the volatility within the price is not, I mean, the transactions happen like that. Your exposure to XRP and the price volatility, can we get like a 1 minute chart or something? Okay, you're back, okay. But you're back though. I just needed you to take a second to listen, okay? But stop distracting people. Just sit back and chill. I think you're one of the first real trolls that we've got that just doesn't like stop, but that's okay. Normally the trolls on this channel get the point and they change their tune, but it seems like you're gonna have more of an issue. It's not about good or bad news, guys. I give bad news too. It's like, what, you know? It's not all good news. I've never ever once have told you guys that you need to buy XRP or you need to sell XRP, and I reference other coins all the time. So yeah, don't let people like this distract you guys. Obviously, it can distract me because it pops right up in front of my face, but let's get back to the message. You see, I'm trying to do better and not losing my train of thought even when I get into the comments here. But, so like I said, the price volatility in regards to transacting through the XRP ledger is pretty minimal. You're not going to see major price changes within the couple of seconds that you're exposed to the XRP. And if you can really think about it, he doesn't get to me. I really do appreciate him coming by, and you, and Borislav, and Ninja Warrior, everybody. I really do appreciate all of you guys. Please do share, please do like, please do subscribe. And so the price volatility, you're going to have only access to it for a second. And if you could think about the purchasing power and the printing of the United States currency, which is the fiat monetary system that everything is locked to and linked to, think about the volatility that could exist within that field as well. There is volatility across investing through all spectrums and all platforms. That's something that we need to understand. And so, as we move into the next section of investment and strategy and transferring of value, we have to have a clear idea of who are going to be the ones transferring that value. And so, like I said, who's going to be the one to transfer 20 million from JP Morgan to Bank of America, and then who's going to transfer it from Citigroup to US Bancorp? I mean, these are the questions that we need to ask. Is what's going to be the utility provider? What's going to be the liquidity provider, or the trust net? What's going to be the entity that sits under them to basically qualify, verify, and validate all of these payments so that Bank of America doesn't have to trust in the JP Morgan coin? Imagine, we'll use this hypothetical, that the JP Morgan coin, JP Morgan sent 100 million of JPM's coin to Bank of America, and now it would be like in that fractional reserve lending type of capacity where JP Morgan is lending all of the JPM coin to Bank of America. Do you think Bank of America's want to hold on to those JPM coins? No, they're going to also funnel out those JPM coins, but they've got a treasure trove of their own coins as well. So it's going to be the exact same thing that we get into now, where if you put in, good morning George, if you put in $100 into your bank, they're only keeping 10 of it or $5 of it at that bank, and they're going to loan out the other $90 to another banking institution. So that is exactly what's going to happen. Definitely, guys, give this guy a chance, because we had a couple of trolls before that we tried to boot out really quick, but we don't block them. We don't do anything. We put people on timeouts that deserve it. Silva, good morning. Good morning. Good morning, Charlie. How you doing? HRH Charlie, welcome. And what is up? XRP will more likely to reach $500 by the end of March, then go to zero ever. That is... Now, I mean, yes, XRP Ninja Warrior, I can totally agree with you there, that I believe that XRP could hit $500 before it hits zero. I don't see any point in the future where any cryptocurrency that currently has use case and a little bit of validity and technology and advancement in finance, that we are going to see a time when that coin reverts to zero. There has already been way too many people that have someone better. Welcome. We are the strength, guys. You guys like to see that? I like to see that message thing pop up. You see that 5.5 down there? That means we got 5.5 messages a minute. So definitely start that conversation. 32 people watching. Share, like, subscribe, comment. 33 minutes in. I really do appreciate it, guys. Thank you so much for joining the channel. Another ripple effect. So like I said, there's going to have to be an entity. There's going to have to be a system that basically sits around this entire thing. And I think I said this in the live stream yesterday, is what is the ultimate capacity of XRP and the distributed ledger technology? What is the maximum capacity? Could the Ripple net and the Ripple ledger, the XRP ledger, could they support JP Morgan entirely through their system? So if JP to branch out and start sending to other countries or to other companies or through other entities that don't necessarily want to hold the JPM coin, that's got to be the question. Okay, stream bounced out, stream resumed. I don't know, it bounces out sometimes, it comes back. It can't go to zero because it will never, yeah, I will never undersell mine. I mean, it's the truth. I mean, there's a lot of people who, XRP Ninja Warrior, you're a very strong boss level in this community, but you have to understand, there are people that have died. Brooklyn in the building. Good morning, Dylan. There are people that have died without giving access to their cryptocurrencies to their loved one or their spouses. Now, that is definitely Larry Cashgold. Good morning. That is going to be the thing we have to take from this, is that it can't go to zero. That would be like saying that you could put a recall. Good morning, Spanish Fly. How are you, honey? Happy Valentine's Day yesterday. We didn't see you, but I hope you had a good day. It'd be like putting a recall on a product. You know, you have to, when you put a recall on a baby food or a car seat or whatever, do you really expect that every single one of those car seats is going to get recalled? Do you believe that you're going to be able to get every single car seat back out of circulation? No. That's why lawsuits get started. That's why things like that happen, because once the systems are set in place, once the product is out there, it's out there. The only way for it to be brought back in is by force. And we're not going to be in a position where they're going to be forcefully taking our XRP. I wouldn't imagine anytime soon. All right, the next article here, guys, is kind of what we were building on in regards to the individual states being able to initiate their cryptocurrency regulations and rules, and how that will be the trickle-down effect to getting the entire United States to be on the same type of wavelength in regards to cryptocurrency and investment. But Wyoming becomes the first state to give Bitcoin owners full property rights. Cryptocurrency advocates are celebrating Friday after the U.S. state of Wyoming passed a bill giving direct property rights to cryptocurrency holders. Bill SF0125 passed its second and third Senate readings February 13th and 14th, respectively, and will now go before Governor Mark Gordon for endorsement, becoming law as early as next week. The legislation allows Wyoming residents to own cryptocurrency tokens with complete legal protection instead of only getting this through third-party storage. Good morning, XRP Angel. Connie, how are you? Wyoming thus becomes the first U.S. state to enact changes in the law empowering private ownership of cryptocurrency. As former Wall Street veteran and Wyoming Blockchain Coalition member Caitlin Long notes, the decision should enact a chain reaction of interest from consumers and businesses. Quote, "This means blockchain companies will want to apply Wyoming law to your contracts, domicile here, and or have a physical presence here," she concluded on Twitter following the Senate passing the bill. Yes, exactly. That's very true, is that it's the exact way, this is the thing that we just spoke about, it's the exact way that marijuana was passed. And thank you for the heart, XRP Angel. You are the angel of our channel, so very much thank you for coming in. If you guys haven't had a chance, please do subscribe and please do share this video on Twitter if you have an opportunity. I'd be curious to see one of our big boss level people share this video on Twitter and just see how many people flow into the stream because of your level of influence. So I really do appreciate it, guys. Every little bit in this community helps, so I really do appreciate it. I doubt that we'll even release it. Fake trial. It's interesting. Caitlin Long, one boom. Wyoming just recognized clear direct property rights for digital assets by passing SF125. This means blockchain COS will probably want to apply Wyoming law to your contracts, domicile here, have a physical presence here. So what they're basically saying is that she imagines that based on the fact that Wyoming has these laws set in place now, we yeah, that's right. All in XRP is one of our bosses for sure. Borislav on Twitter. Thank you very much. What this does stay here, guys, is it's very important to understand what this means about how she's saying that they're going to domicile here, or they're going to try to apply Wyoming law to their contracts, which means inevitably or eventually it'll be a trickle down, and there will be other states trying to enact exact law just like the Wyoming bill SF125, bucking the trend. In the U.S. state legislature, state legislators have sole power over property rights, leading to a patchwork landscape across the country as different jurisdictions take markedly different stances on the area. The combination of this variation plus aggressive pursuing of security laws violations by national regulators has made opening up shop in the U.S. a daunting prospect for many cryptocurrency investors. Comparing Wyoming to New York, Long was already forecasting a shifting of preference among market participants. Quote, Wyoming protects property rights and for institutional investors who must own indirectly, it protects investors far better than New York does, she continued in further tweets. Have fun watching the transfer of capital away from New York and into Wyoming in the coming years, especially as securities are increasingly issued on the blockchains. This is the first time ever. Okay, good. Let's see if they give us something good here. This is the first time ever people will have a choice to bank with. This will be the first time ever people will have a choice to bank with the bank to become your own bank. This crash will be the worst crash in history. Yes, I know history shows us banks always survive. Banks will not give you loans. They're going to be people like us who came into crypto early giving other people loans due to how much money we have made. The people will be the new banks. Okay, so you see, this is why we can't write off people instantaneously, guys, because it just takes a second for them to get rolling and to be comfortable speaking to us on the level of respect and interactivity. But this time will be different. Banks will close, 401k will go to zero, currencies will crash around the world, people's trust for the government and the banks will go down the drain. I definitely agree. Thank you very much, XRP Connie. I really do appreciate that. Stable coins equals scam. One-to-one backed by fiat will crash, and any money held by stable will go to zero, and you will lose everything. Stable coins need to be backed by Bitcoin or gold. Interesting, interesting, interesting. It's definitely true. I don't see, and that's the interesting thing, is that if the countries that are issuing, if this list of banks here, good morning, Cosmic Girl, how are you doing? Nice to see you as well with your beautiful curls. Happy Valentine's Day yesterday. Hope you had a great day. There's got to be some kind of, I mean, and I'm curious to know what KZ Lewis, what the coins that KZ Lewis holds, because KZ told us earlier that they expect XRP to go to zero, and I don't necessarily understand. XRP will be backed by gold. I don't necessarily know about that. I have a feeling like if we, okay, so we're going to go to Google, and I'm going to open up the national debt clock. National debt clock. Short-term Ripple will go crazy. It will pump, pump, pump. Long-term, it will dump. I say pump because Ripple is ranked number 3. Okay, Ripple is ranked number 3. And when the time comes for FOMO, people will go to XRP because it's cheap/rank. It will be backed by gold. I actually might invest. If XRP will be backed by gold, I think there's going to be a lot of entities and assets that are going to be backed by gold. And no, Bitcoin unfortunately won't be that thing. I don't know if you guys can see this. I know some of this clock is covered here. Let me open this up a little bit. I'm going to open this up here and see how much farther we got to get. Okay, so let me just open up the whole thing, and I'll cover myself and the chat for a minute while we talk about this. But I want you guys to look up here at the national debt. Look how fast it's going up. But we're going to go here, and in regards to whether or not, we tried to do this before, but look down over here in this section over here on the right-hand side, guys. Can you guys see this? Can you guys see that? I hope so. I hope so. I'm going to leave it here just so you can see it for sure, okay? You got to look here, okay, into this section here, dollar supply, but scroll down, scroll down, scroll down, dollar to oil ratio, but scroll here, okay? And as you look, dollar to silver ratio now versus the dollar to silver ratio in 1913. Dollar to gold ratio now versus the dollar to gold ratio in 1913. So based on the national debt clock, you could see here that gold per ounce is, based on these calculations, M1 money supply, all of these different calculations, gold based on the currency supply should be valued at $5,600 an ounce. Gold currently is trading at around $1,300 an ounce. They're saying that based on the currency supply, silver should be valued at around $697 an ounce. Silver currently is trading at around $16 and change, I believe. So if you can understand that the possibility for everything to be backed by gold, or whatever the theory or thought might be, is possible, but the gold price would need to change, just like David Schwartz said. Sorry, I'm just trying to get the screens all lined up again here. Just like David Schwartz said, guys, is that the higher the price of XRP, the more stable that price is going to be in comparison to the currency. Okay, so we have to be more cautious as we move forward as to thinking what asset class is going to be backing what can we actually give value to. Now understand, it's hard to send gold and silver around the world, so you have to have the ability, just like with the paper dollars, and that's one of the reasons why paper dollars took off so high, was because the cost of storing and transferring all that weight of gold and silver and your precious metals outweighs the cost of storing your physical fiat paper dollars. So that's really the difference, is understanding that all of the physical fiat dollars have to be stored, just like all of the silver and gold have to be stored. Now, if these companies were forced to store all of the gold and silver like they would have been forced back in let's say the 1940s and 50s, their business models would be completely different. The amount of fiat currency that exists today would be different if we were still backed by gold. Just like if XRP was to be backed by gold, the price of gold would have to go up to provide that liquidity. And like I said, it's like David Schwartz said, the price of XRP, the higher the price of the XRP, the easier it is to transfer the XRP, which means there is a price of stability. Because that's going to be what his quote was, is that there is a price where XRP is the most stable, where XRP would function and flow the easiest. Now, the question that we have to find out is, what is that price? How do we get to figure out what that price is? Where is that point of stability within XRP itself? So, in regards to the Wyoming bill, it's amazing. If one bill passed, other bills will pass. XRP is golden, just holding. That's right. No, oh, just hodl. Sorry, I tried to rhyme there. Let's see, XRP, Spanish Fly. Hi, Cosmic Girl. Happy Valentine's Day for yesterday. That's right, guys. Definitely wish a happy Valentine's Day for all of our XRP ladies, all of our future Mrs. Ripples. I really do appreciate everybody coming through. Fancy powers. Diversity is beauty. Absolutely. All right, let's get into the next article here, guys. We're at 48 minutes, 38 people watching. I really do appreciate it. And here's the fun one for today, guys. Good afternoon, all. Exciting times. Definitely right, Matthew. Make Bitcoin fun again. Now, this is something that a lot of people bring up. A lot of streamers, a lot of content providers. It's like vacation hours. If you don't use it, you lose it. New Lightning app lets you buy pizza with Bitcoin. Are you going to be one of the people, and I brought this up early, are you going to be one of the people, guys, who are going to be buying your food and buying your products, your goods and services, and transferring value with the cryptocurrency? Are you going to utilize this technology for what it's supposed to be? Over 150 people have bought pizza with Bitcoin this week by using the Lightning Network. The crypto payments startup Fold, which launched the web-based Domino's portal on Wednesday, basically makes the fiat pizza purchase on behalf of hungry Lightning users. Fold product lead Will Reeves put it this way, quote, "We're trying to make Bitcoin fun again and illustrate that Lightning is at the point where it is mainstream ready." The Fold web app plans to integrate Lightning for all its shopping options over the next 6 months, including Starbucks, Whole Foods, Dunkin' Donuts, Target, and Uber. Since these aren't official partnerships, the crypto startup places orders on users' behalf and converts payments to fiat to offer a seamless experience. It remains to be seen how this will factor into the company's revenue model once the Lightning options are out of beta. The average purchase was $25, Reeves said of the Domino's experiment, since the average Lightning payment is usually less than $5, so this was able to stretch the Lightning network to higher value payments for the first time at volume. Very good. Let's see what we got here. Good afternoon, all. That's right. It is. I think I said good morning. That's what I said. Triple digits. Well, we'll see if we see triple digits. That'll be really exciting. No, don't do it. They are not getting my crypto. Just an FYI, estimated 5.4 billion ounces of gold in the world. Okay, so let's go to Google here, and let's see what that comes out to. 5.4 billion times 1,300.
The answer is 7,020 billion.
No, that's a lot of money. All right, last couple articles, guys. And this is an older article that I tried to pull up. I think this is one of the older ones. Yeah, February 2017. Big business giants from Microsoft to JP Morgan are getting behind Ethereum. 30 big banks, tech giants, and other organizations, including JP Morgan Chase, Microsoft, and Intel, are uniting to build businesses-ready versions of the software behind Ethereum, a decentralized computing network based on digital currency. The group called Enterprise Ethereum Alliance is set to debut at a summit in Brooklyn. I don't know if they ever did. During which members JP Morgan Chase and Banco Santander are scheduled to demonstrate a pilot of the financial technology that exists today. The pair plan to show off a spot trade on the foreign exchange market for foreign currencies using an adaptation of the Ethereum as a settlement layer. So very, very interesting as we move forward, guys. We're starting to see crypto payments in lots of places now. I renewed my NordVPN subscription today, and they had the option to pay with crypto. They even showed the Ripple sign. The Ripple sign or the XRP sign, I'd be curious about that. Ethereum uses a blockchain, often referred to as a distributed ledger, to record and execute transactions without the need of a middleman. Instead, a centrally managed database copies of the cryptographic balance book are spread across the network and automatically updated as any payments take place. Very, 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 very interesting, guys. I think that is going to do it for today, guys. Oh, the sun is definitely out. 7:06, just hitting the 52-minute mark. I really do appreciate it. It seems like 27, 26. That seems like our core group. So I really do appreciate it. We got to get this refresh on the heat map here and see what's happening in the market. Litecoin up 3.7, XRP holding 1.03, Ethereum up 2.12%, Cardano 2.73. Again, these two, the XLM and Litecoin, definitely making some moves today. Let's get into Twitter, see what's happening in our Twitter feed. Somebody yesterday shared our video, and I really do appreciate it, guys. Wow, up to 129 followers. That is crazy. Let's see if we can get to the notifications. I want to open up the tweet that one of our new subscribers... Oh, there we go. Nice. Thank you, Borislav. Let's see, let's see. Notifications. That button is supposed to click, right? Notifications. Open. Refresh Twitter. See what's going on. Oh, mentions. There it was. Maybe that was the notifications. Stop. Okay, so mentions here. Maybe this will open up. No. So I feel like this computer is trying to slow down the end of our stream here, guys. Get into live coin watch. Anyway, I really do appreciate it, guys. I think we're going to call it a stream today. We'll try to keep these things around 55 minutes. We're going to try to start these streams at around 6:13 a.m. And as you can see here, Live Coin Watch has got... Live Coin Watch actually has XRP in third place as well. So it'll be interesting because as we get to Yahoo, I guess we got rid of Yahoo to open up Twitter. Here we go. So yeah, participating for another account. That's right. Luminous Designs, and here it was. Where was it? Oh, XRP Rainmaker. Nice. 28 people. Where was it? Here we go. There was someone that posted something yesterday. Where's all my notifications? Maybe, I don't know. I can't find it. 29 people. Oh, good. Definitely. Thank you guys very much for all of the activity. Like I said, we're really doing good. 129 followers. I really do appreciate it. I hope you guys have a great day, blessed afternoon, and you know what? We'll see you guys in the next live stream. Hopefully tomorrow will be another green day, and we'll be able to keep this thing going. I really do appreciate it. Hopefully this video will update and we'll be able to start this conversation once the upload is done. I want to get some comments in. I want to get some comments into the live stream once. Okay, so what is happening here? I feel like I'm losing my mind. There was a person who posted something, but where is it? These are our mentions here. Maybe it was Ripple Ninja. Yeah, I think it was Ripple Ninja. Posts a lot. Oh, maybe. But anyway, I know that this Ripple Ninja did post the tweet for us, so I really do appreciate that. That's right, guys. Anyway, definitely ciao, everyone. Have a great day, and we'll see you tomorrow. Thanks.